All right. We are in Unit 3 and reading the roots. Oh no, that was the previous one. We're in Unit 4 and this is Chapter 2. It's called Early Jazz. I want you to listen to the recording from this chapter and associate a style and performer with it. We talked about doing that the last time. Again, a minimum of 15 minutes a day listening is advisable. Again, another really encouragement to listen. You're going to do another YouTube assignment. This will kind of be the cycle we'll go through every quiz. And then discuss your Unit 3 website. Again, a Friday quiz. It's up to you when you take it. They're all open book. So as long as you've read the text and you know how to access the answers. In this text, we're kind of going from a shift from ragtime to jazz, and it's pretty interesting. You know, the whole process of where this came from. New Orleans was a big birthplace of jazz, and it's really the only musical style that's ever come out of the United States entirely. So we want to really kind of understand that. If you notice on page 60, it talks about the legendary red light district of Storyville, a section of town set up for legalized prostitution in 1897, flourished until its closing in 1917. Actually, as delicately as possible, the word jazz has a different four-letter meaning, which I'm not allowed to say, but that's where it came from. And if most public school administrators knew that, there wouldn't be a quote, jazz program. So you're now an informed listener, and it's again, part of history. It's not anything that if you study history, you wouldn't know, but now you're informed, so just be careful how you use jazz. We get into some things, collective improvisation, where the text talks about that quite a bit, street bands. It's quite an interesting process, and if you notice, when we get into styles and discussion of styles, we start very broad, and then it starts changing. And you'll see styles. What sells in music is new. And so a new style sells it. And as we go through the text, you'll see there's all sorts of different new styles that come about. And they're reactions to the previous style in one way or the other. So as you read the text, kind of understand that, look for that. And I think that, again, will help you in this learning process of our styles and of our performers and entertainers. Also, you'll hear a difference in sometimes the quality of the instrument that's being played and how it's being played. A lot of this you'll hear tuba versus upright bass or electric bass. So there's other things to listen for too. We also find that as we progress, the musicians become a little smarter, and instead of just being musicians, they become very good businessmen. So keep looking for those kind of things related to the performers. Look at this one specifically. They talk about instruments: cornet, tuba, trombone, clarinet, bass. We talk about different sounds, vibrato. That's part of the sound. And then the Great Migration North between 1916 and 1919, and the black community moved to the northern states just because they could get more work and could prosper. So one of the things that will help you, again, is knowing a little bit of history. If you look at the text too, there's history outlines, so you can kind of get an idea if you're a historian. This will help you remember some of the things that are some of the players. Tiger Rag, original Dixieland jazz band, very, very important group in the development of jazz. King Oliver. And then we started getting into individuals, and Louis Armstrong tied in with Oliver's band. kind of get an idea how that worked. And you'll see in, again, the evolution of jazz, the soloists end up coming out of studying with the master, for lack of a better word. So they spent time with one person, all of a sudden they're developing their individual qualities, and then they become individual soloists, and they have their own bands. That's a pretty common trend, and just watch that as you read and as you listen. Again, that will help you in your memory work. All right, we'll see you in the next session.